The US Open stands tall as one of tennis's greatest stages. Every late summer, the best players from around the world gather in New York City to compete under the bright lights of Arthur Ashe Stadium. The tournament has witnessed legendary champions, emotional farewells, shocking upsets, and the birth of new superstars. With its long history, the US Open has become a showcase of tennis excellence, producing some of the greatest moments in sports history. In this article, we'll dive deep into the all-time singles winners of the US Open, both men and women. From early champions to modern legends, this journey through history will help you understand how tennis royalty has been crowned year after year in Flushing Meadows. A brief history of the US Open. The US Open, originally known as the US National Championships, began in 1881. At first, it was limited only to men's singles and doubles, played on grass courts. Women's singles were added in 1887, giving the event more prestige. Over the years, the tournament evolved and, in 1968, became part of the Open era, allowing both amateur and professional players to compete. Since then, the US Open has been played on different surfaces, grass, clay, and now DecoTurf hard courts, which remain its signature. It is also unique among Grand Slams for introducing innovations such as night sessions, tiebreakers in final sets, and the roof over Arthur Ashe Stadium, the world's largest tennis stadium. Men's singles. All-time great champions. Over the decades, men's tennis has produced unforgettable champions at the US Open. Some dominated entire eras, while others shined with single but historic triumphs. Let's take a closer look at the most iconic winners. Early champions. Richard Sears, 1881-1887, the very first US Open champion, winning 7 consecutive titles. William Larned and Bill Tilden, both left major marks on American tennis. Tilden, especially, became a global superstar in the 1920s. Open era legends. When the Open era began in 1968, tennis entered a new age. Here are the most successful men's champions. Jimmy Connors, winner of 5 titles 1974, 1976, 1978, 1982, 1983. Connors' fiery personality and aggressive style made him a fan favorite. Pete Sampras dominated the 1990s with 5 US Open titles, cementing his place as one of the greatest servers in history. Roger Federer claimed 5 straight US Open titles, 2004-2008, a record unmatched in modern tennis. His graceful style and consistency thrilled New York crowds. Rafael Nadal, a 4-time champion, 2010, 2013, 2017, 2019, Nadal proved his dominance wasn't limited to clay. His fighting spirit made him a fan favorite in New York. Novak Djokovic, with 4 US Open crowns, 2011, 2015, 2018, 2023, Djokovic has established himself as one of the sport's greatest athletes. His ability to handle pressure under the lights has been remarkable. Andy Roddick, 2003, the last American man to win the US Open, known for his blistering serve. His victory remains an iconic memory for US tennis fans. Other memorable champions. Players like Juan Martín del Potro, 2009, and Marin Cilic, 2014, pulled off remarkable triumphs, proving that surprises still exist in an era dominated by the Big Three. Women's singles. Queens of the US Open. The women's game has also produced legendary champions whose names echo through history. Early icons. Mola Bjurstedt-Mallory won 8 US Open singles titles between 1915-1926, setting an early standard for dominance. Modern champions. Chris Evert, a 6-time US Open champion, 1975-1978, 1980, 1982. Evert's consistency and cool demeanor made her one of the sport's greatest icons. Martina Navratilova, with 4 titles, she redefined athleticism in women's tennis. Steffi Graf claimed 5 titles, including the 1988 US Open as part of her legendary Golden Slam season. Serena Williams, a 6-time champion, 1999, 2002, 2008, 2012-2014, Serena dominated across decades and became the face of women's tennis worldwide. Venus Williams, 2-time winner, 2000, 2001, Venus's power game transformed the sport. Kim Clijsters, a 3-time champion who came out of retirement to win in 2009, proving her greatness. Naomi Osaka, a 2-time champion, 2018, 2020, she became a new face of tennis with her power and mental strength. Rising stars. Recent champions like Emma Raducanu, 2021, shocked the world with historic runs, showing that the US Open remains the tournament of breakthrough stars. US Open records and trivia. Youngest US Open champion, Tracy Austin, who won at just 16 years old in 1979. Oldest champion, Ken Rosewall, who won the men's singles at 35 years old in 1970. Most consecutive men's titles, Roger Federer, with 5 in a row. Most women's titles Open era, Chris Evert and Serena Williams shared the record with 6 each. Night session magic. The US Open was the first Grand Slam to feature regular night matches, creating a unique electric atmosphere. Why the US Open is special. Unlike other Grand Slams, the US Open is known for its raucous crowds, late-night matches, and electric New York energy. Players often say there's nothing like walking onto Arthur Ashe Stadium under the lights with thousands of fans cheering. The tournament also embraces innovation, from electronic line calling to equal prize money for men and women since 1973, making it a leader in tennis equality.